everybody, and welcome to another Spark of Genius Flesh and Blood production. Classic Constructed coming at you here. We have Lexi versus Dash. I don't know if we've actually done this matchup on the channel before. I feel like we've done
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of Dash. I'm not actually sure if we've done
The
Lexi versus
Dash
Dash. I think I should
story.
know it. It might have been a while back. We've done like Rhinar and some. We've done a bunch of Runeblade matchups, so I think it kind of
Mm.
got lost in the sauce, as they say. But we are
Yeah.
bringing this up because it is actually like a matchup that I think is going to become more, it's going to show up a little bit more. Lexi becoming more popular, Dash still pretty popular. I did see this pretty recently in the top eight of the Southern California, but I think the Age Open, which is beginning to be one of my favorite productions, I might say. Good on you, Age Open here. I think they're getting a battle hardened too for everything there down
Mm.
in Pasadena, I think, or Los Angeles, whatever. I think it's Pasadena. I don't know. Anyways, point being that this matchup did actually come up in top eight, I think, and or Swiss. So point being is it's a pretty interesting matchup. Two pretty popular heroes, and it's very interesting. The list I'm using is Yuki Lee Bender's Chicago Fuseless build. Don't know if it was posted. I think it was. I think she posted it on Twitter, probably. Is my guess. And it's an interesting list. A little outdated at this point, but still like the core is pretty nice. I think depending on what the meta is, you might want to take out, put in a couple more key cards depending on what you think you're going to see a lot of. Um, but this is the core kind of Chicago Fuseless.
Mm-hmm.
I am joined by my co-creator, co-commentator, co-caster, co-compatriot. I did not forget the
Hello.
intros. I just kind of kept rambling on as I do. And he's going to be on the dash here. So just going on the Lexi side, we are going to run the regular equipment suite, which is New Horizon, Tunic, Bracers, Scalers. Sideboard equipment's not super relevant. There is a Quiver of Abyssal Depths in the sideboard, mainly for fatigue. Specifically, Old Him is really what it's used for. Um, and Perk Grapplers, mainly for decks like Katsu, Bravo, decks with like very reasonable on hits that you really do want to block. Otherwise, it leaves you open to a lot of really nasty stuff.
Yeah.
Um, as far as the Quiver, we are running the Quiver Rustling Leaves. So that is essentially get out of jail free card. If you happen to not draw arrows, you can pitch a blue and reveal. And if you get an arrow, you can put it in. And that could kind of like really unstick your hand because you could have like codexes and stuff like that
Mm.
where you're just not hitting. You just need an arrow. And so it really does help you as like a get out of jail free card. And you do have the slot, so you might as well use it. The rest of the sideboard that I am siding in the matchups is a little bit different. Usually I already include it. This time I remembered to not shuffle it in yet. So you're gonna get to see me put these in the deck. Three Codex of Inertias. Codex of Inertia is an interesting card because it's unlike Frailty, which is just part of the core deck anyways. Codex of Inertia is using the top card, so there's no guarantee like there is with Blood Rot and Frailty, where you know what's going to go in there. Inertia is just literally whatever the top card happens to be, and there's really no opt in this deck, or like Spire Snipe or like any of those kinds of cards that let you know what's going to be on there. Um, and then you'll get your Ponder, they'll get Inertia. I think it's pretty relevant because Dash does like using Arsenal quite a bit. Like it's
Yep.
pretty reasonable to put D-Reacts in there. Pretty reasonable to put boost cards, items. Super reasonable, and so I think Inertia is quite good in that regard. Um, double premeditate. There's only two in the deck, so we are running both of them. Just increased value. Ponder plus three, 0 for 3 plus 3. Pretty reasonable all around card.
Mm-hmm.
Triple remorseless. This is mainly because you don't really know what dash you're going to be up against anyways. This is very good versus boost dash. So if they're trying to race you and you hit remorseless, very difficult for boost dash to actually have a competent turn. So very good. And since you don't know what dash, Rob knows I have the cards, but usually
Mm-hmm.
the dash player is not going to know what arrows you're on, right? So very
Yep.
good. And even if they're not, it's still like it's it
Every
specifically
action
says
card, I
every
believe,
action.
or every action, not
Yeah,
even cards. So loading
when no,
pistol.
when you play no when you play an action card, right? So it's still like if they play an item, it's still one damage.
Oh,
If
it
they want
uses
like
the
use
word
play an
play.
item,
Okay. Yeah.
play an
That
action.
makes sense then. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise it'd be real broken.
Yeah.
But
That'd
you
be
also remorseless.
spend
Remorseless is
three
a
every
dash. You
time you
can't play
load and
D.
fire. Yeah.
Yeah, D reacts can't be played from the arsenal on the chain link, right? So if you haven't got or you Codex of Inertia and they put a D react in the arsenal and you debate them, and then you play the remorseless and load it,
Yeah.
you've kind of done some damage there, right? So it's actually quite funny to see those get off.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of funny, We have three CNCs just for a barrel of laughs.
Are they going
Not
in? You're putting them
They're
in?
gonna go in the deck.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm below 60 cards without them,
Okay.
and none of the rest of the cards are really like there's Arctic Incarceration, Death
Yeah.
Touch, Carpet Trap.
I
None of
mean,
these are very
it's
good.
still
Epot.
fine because I'll have an arsenal most of the time, and if you catch me on some items in hand, then I can't block properly. You'll get the arsenal.
I wanna put as much pressure as I can, and then if I don't get a lot of arrows, but I get CNC, it's still pretty reasonable. Also,
Yeah.
Codex of Frailty can get back CNC if I
Yeah.
need to. Um, so it's still pretty good. But those are going to be what I side into this matchup. So I think we're
Yeah.
on like
A little
62
different
cards,
now.
something like that.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So the dash list of mine hasn't changed. I believe it's ever since Matt Rogers put out a list. It might have been for Worlds. Was it Worlds?
It was
Maybe it
after
was
Worlds.
it was after Worlds, I think. I kind of forget when it happened, but my deck hasn't changed in a couple of months. So basically, same old mid-range dash deck that can go a little more aggressive with maximum velocities and stuff, or a little more defensive with some D-reacts and more of the items. So the cards I am not running in this matchup, I'm not running the aggressive package. So I took out the maximum velocities. I am not starting Pounder. We're not going very aggressive. I took out Payloads. Toma Fandles as well. I took out, and a few other red boost cards like Pulse Wave Harpoon and the Throttle I took out, as well as one of my purifiers. So I am running two induction chambers and two purifiers in the matchup. Maybe in the future I want to use less. I don't really know what the best amount is into Lexi, but you don't want to go too hard into items because you'll just get run over if you can't block properly. So starting with one induction chamber, I've got three more items in deck. Of course, I'm running all of the cards to get the items out, like Spark of Genius, and that summarizes, I think, the cards in the sideboard. So I'm mainly going the mid-range / more defensive package. And for equipment, I have Crown of Providence. There's a lot of glare, I apologize, but this is a Teklo Foundry Heart over here. Galvanic Bender, better than the Iron Rot, so playing that for one block. And of course, the Achilles is very standard. Yeah, that's it for the dash side, I believe.
Yep. Just realized when you said Matt Rogers that I think this was the Calling New Zealand finals was
Oh, that
literally
might
Dash
be
and
it.
Lexi, and I think
Oh,
Dash ended up winning,
okay,
but
yeah.
it was a very different Lexi list. Like
Right,
there was no fuseless back then. This
right.
wasn't. Like I don't think Codex has existed either. So
Yeah,
this is a very different. We're gonna see if we
I,
can remedy that
I
situation.
I'm excited to see what the fuse list is gonna look like because I don't think I've seen the list yet.
Fuseless.
Yeah, I haven't seen the list
Fuseless
yet, so
list.
I'm
Yeah.
excited. All right,
Let's roll it up. I got a 6.
I got an 8, so I'll go first just so I can get an item out maybe.
In regular Rob fashion, getting an item turn 0, 1, 2, and 4, I think
Heck
is the
yeah,
standard.
1, 2, 4, 6. Yeah,
1, 2, 4,
that
6.
did
You're not running
happen.
that many items. You're only running 4 items,
I'm only
meaning
running
you
the
can only do
4.
0, 0, 1, 2, 4. That's it.
But
All you need to get 4 items. That.
look what I got.
Yeah. All right. But you have to understand that if you're doing that, I get to load with Voltaire. Like I could do stuff on your turn also.
It's true, but even if I attack you, you'll still load with Voltaire, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna.
You're not incorrect there.
All right, well, it's gonna be Spark of Genius. I'm gonna be pitching. Yeah, I'll pitch 5 for it here. So 1 floating. I'll just go and find an item. Probably Chamber is the right play here. I doubt I'll be attacking much anyway, but just knowing that going to 3 with the purifier is like not great because you can still block 3 with 1 card, as you did with 2. So I doubt you'll block much anyway. But this is more of a moot point. I'm just getting my items out. I doubt I'm going to use them very much, and I'll arsenal this last card, passing to you.
Before you pass, I will
Yeah,
Voltaire.
makes sense.
Or when you pass, I will Voltaire before you.
Go ahead. Yeah, yeah. I've got nothing.
Um, gonna be Bolton Shot, pitching Bolton Shot. I guess I'll give it +1. Not super relevant, but I'll
Sure.
give it +1.
You got to pick. All right, pass to you.
All right, Tunic.
Oh, was I 1 floating? Of course I would charge an item. I am so sorry.
Target pistol. Why not?
Of course I would have charged a pistol. I'm sorry. I'm Oh,
Live a little.
it's
Charge a
11
pistol.
p.m. right now. I'm so rusty. All right.
That was
Yes.
you wanted to go bolder. That was your decision.
I did ask for a later time. That is true. Yes, I would have. Hey, gotta get some exercise, you know.
I do. This hand is interesting. I don't know if. Hmm. So it's a double codex hand, which is not great. Um,
Hmm.
but my hand's real bad without codexing. So I might have to end up like codexing for a codex here.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh, sorry, codexing and as the cost would be
To,
discarding the second codex type
right.
of thing.
Right.
They're both inertia, so at least they're valid. They're not like frailty. There's nothing in the grave, right? So in that case, they'd be dead in the water. But
Yeah.
um, so I will codex of inertia. So I get to put. So I do have an empty arsenal slot thanks to New Horizon. So I will be putting the top card in my arsenal,
I will do
and I will
nothing.
be. You will do nothing. I will be discarding the second codex of inertia. Well,
That's
will I? Yeah, I think I will.
it's too bad.
Gonna pitch endless arrows to um fire the infecting shot.
Yep. Coming into the
So the reason I
five.
did this is, yeah, I don't want to just fire the Bolton shot and have like a dead card in my hand. So I'm just gonna end up like arsenaling this card generally, and
Right.
I don't
Right.
have a buff for Bolton shot, so no go again on that. So I'd rather just 1 for 5,
Mm,
take 2 cards. Otherwise, I give you blood rot. Seems pretty reasonable.
yeah. Makes sense. I'll just block for 6 here. Throttle and T-bone both red.
End of turn trigger ponder.
Hmm.
I will draw possibly a better card. Nope, not really. I'll arsenal this.
That's too bad. All right. So inertia will be active at the end of my turn. I will pitch 3. I'll spend, I guess, one of those to load the chamber.
Sure.
I never like loading both at once so that you can't like see what I'm planning. You know, it's like I'll load one, keep some
Okay,
resources on the
okay.
side. Let's fire the
Sure.
pistol for 2.
No block.
Yeah, so I will react, giving it go again, dealing 2, and
No problemo. Keep it
yeah,
coming.
I didn't think you'd have a problem with that.
No.
So I can now load.
It's
Yeah,
very hard for me to want to block a dash with no on hits. It's just like,
yeah,
why? You
yeah,
know?
yeah. Especially as Lexi, right? Um,
Hmm.
I'll spend both to load pistol and the other chamber, and yep, I'll fire the pistol again for 2.
Two.
All right, react, go again, and I will then pitch 3 more.
Yep.
I probably don't want to Techlo Foundry Heart this early. I'll just load pistol.
Well, you
Load.
didn't boost anyways, right?
I'm about to.
Okay, fair
Yeah, of
enough.
course you can't do that unless you boost, but I will boost right now. So I'm just thinking if I should keep one left over so that I could Techlo Foundry Heart to load another chamber potentially. But I have too many cards in this deck that aren't mech cards. So I don't want to risk getting rid of like a movable slash sink blow something
Yeah,
like that.
that would be very good for me.
Yeah, so I will high speed impact here for 4. I probably I won't boost. I'll just keep the charges of my pistol. I'll just go for 4.
Sure.
Yeah. My next turn's gonna be pretty slow
Uh,
anyway because I have no arsenal. So I think keeping the charges is fine.
I'll take the 4. Go to
Yeah.
32.
I'll pass 2. So inertia triggers, I've got nothing left.
You got it.
Drawing back up.
Maybe ordering matters. Maybe it doesn't. It definitely matters in Lexi.
Yeah.
Not gonna kid myself here. So let's start off with firing my fire the Bolton shot.
Yep. Is that a red?
Yellow.
It's yellow, okay. Sounds good.
Hmm.
I'll give you high speed impact for 3.
I will rain razors, so up to 5.
Ah, yeah.
In
I'm
go
not I'm
again.
not blocking it, so I'll take 2.
Sure. I have an arsenal card, so obviously
Actually,
the effect is
I
moot.
don't even know why I didn't suspect that because you were firing a naked 3 damage voltage shot without goal
No.
again. Although I don't know if I would have
Yeah.
overblocked, but I should have suspected that. Yep.
The reason is that's the order is because my arsenal cards are three of a kind. So the order
Ooh,
is definitely does matter.
wow.
Uh,
Well, I'm glad
Otherwise, I
I
can't remorseless.
glad I kept my charges, I guess, because there's no way I'm gonna be charging anything next turn.
Fair enough. Wow, this hand is funny.
Ooh,
Um,
funny like
all
haha, or
right.
funny like you're screwed.
Yeah. Funny, like I don't know. Um,
Well, we'll find out together.
I'm gonna pitch a load drill shot with Voltaire, giving it go again. I'm gonna fire drill shot for six. If I had
For
this nice fancy
six.
die,
Yeah,
be
hey,
able to not have to just do this.
there you go. Can't
Yeah,
wait to
but I
actually
can't.
use these because I mean, Dash doesn't really need this unless I boost.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna use it on pistol. All right, it is six. You have how many cards in hand? Probably like at least three, right?
four, four.
You got four. Yeah, you voltaired
Yeah,
once, which means you can load one more time. There is go again, so yeah,
yep.
it's gonna be a lot of hellfire raining down on me. I'll block for six though. I don't want to allow you to give a -1.
Sure. However, the problem is I have another drill shot, so I'm just gonna use one to load
Oh, I'm
that.
probably gonna give you armor.
I I am going to give it a +1
So for seven,
because I'm not going to pretend that I'm not bluffing bullseye bracers here.
fair enough.
I'm just going to come in for seven.
So basically, my choice is to give you two pieces of equipment to block all seven, or take three damage, take four damage, and let you put a -1 on one of my equipments.
Decisions.
I think it's worth not taking the damage here. I'll give you my Crown of Providence. Um,
Sure.
I'll block three. Yeah, I have to do it
Four,
this
five,
way.
six, seven.
There's seven. Yeah.
Yep. Seven's good. No
Yep.
problem. I'm
Yeah.
gonna arsenal
Ooh, you know what I can
this
use?
card. I could use the big armor counters. That is true. I
Yeah.
totally forgot those existed here.
Almost as big as my card. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I'm passing it back
Oh.
to you. I got no resources and no tunic to take up, so
Well, you could fire the pistol, I guess.
that's true. I could,
Uh,
but you know what? It's better to keep it for like a high octane or something.
True. What do I want to do? Guess I can do that.
Hmm.
Sure. I'll play premeditate. So
Ooh.
+3 to the next card
Yep.
from Arsenal, and the next one that hits, I can get a Ponder token.
Hmm. Yeah. So the list only has two of those. I guess it just couldn't fit three.
Correct. That's my guess. It's not my list, but that's my guess.
Yeah. It's a good
Um,
card, so I figured like maybe three is
I
ideal.
will
But
I will Lexi. So I actually three of a kind into triple drill shot. So that's why I was
that's
kind
why
of
it was funny. Yeah.
it was funny how bad I shuffled this deck. Clearly,
Fair.
is the only laughing matter.
It was still a good draw
But
though,
yeah,
because you always want to draw arrows with three of a kind, right? So it's
yes,
pretty
that's
good.
true.
It is pretty good.
Yeah. It's just funny that they all happen to be drill shot.
Yeah.
I'll
Well.
pitch a blue searing shot
Okay.
uh, to load Voltaire.
Hmm.
I load with Voltaire, I should be saying.
Yeah.
I will be loading a. You have an arsenal? You do not.
No, you. Oh yeah, I had nothing, so I blocked fully. You initially frailtied me, and then
Yeah.
inertia. Sorry, inertiaed me, and then I had to block fully on your three of a kind turn.
I will load remorseless regardless because it just says it's just to the chain link. It doesn't matter if it's from arsenal or not.
Okay.
Yeah, it just can't be played. Oh no, it does. It literally says arsenal. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I already loaded
Oh, I
it.
can't play. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
this doesn't matter. I'm still gonna fire it
It's okay.
because like I still want a 3-hour turn anyways.
Yeah.
And then I will use the one floating I have left to.
Mm.
Wait, I use one to load it. No, I still have one floating. No,
You
Premeditate
pitched
doesn't cost me.
blue.
So I
Yeah,
pitched a blue to load with Voltaire. I use another for
you
Mercy.
got
So I have
one
one
floating.
floating.
Yeah, one floating.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and this is gonna be go again for 8 because of premeditate.
Yeah. Ouch. I guess I will
And
just
you
give
see the
you.
drill shot just chilling.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you 9 high octane throttle and 0 to 60. Pretty red hand. Unfortunate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that it does it do be like that sometimes.
That's
Okay, in
okay.
that case, I'm gonna Voltaire. With my last floating, I'm gonna load Searing Shot.
Nice.
Giving it go again. I'll fire it. It
This
attempts to get a
is.
ponder token.
It's funny
If
how
it
this
hits,
is.
you lose one life.
And premeditate, of course, is kind of like the.
Ponder.
You get the ponder, and it's just the next thing that hits. It doesn't have to be the It didn't have to be your
Yep.
remorseless.
Yep.
Yeah. What was it?
It's
Plunder on at
plunder on at
home.
home.
Yeah,
Plunder on at home.
that makes sense. All right. Well, I've got no block, so I'm gonna take it. Coming in for 4 + 1,
Interesting.
5.
Yep. Taking 5 down to 33.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, so I will get the ponder
Yeah.
because that did hit.
Yeah.
And then I guess I'll drill shot because you don't seem to want to block. So maybe I'll force the last card and your Techlo Foundry if I'm lucky. So this will be 4.
No, you're good. I'll take it. Do you want to -1 my Foundry or Galvanic Bender?
I guess the Foundry.
Yeah. I
Let's
guess
just
it's
do
the
the
same
Foundry.
same thing. I guess 1 block each.
Is the
Neither
same
of them
thing.
break. Yeah.
Correct. The ponder will trigger, so I will draw a card.
Hmm.
Card. Uh, wow. There's not a lot of cards I don't want to put in Arsenal, and this
And that's
happens to
one
be
of
one
them.
of them.
Oh.
How is my shuffling this bad? You
Mm.
know what?
You know what I'm upset about? I haven't drawn my second item in like 4 turns, so there's that.
The turn
Actually,
zero spark.
it's a good
Turn
thing
zero spark.
it's a good thing I didn't though because your turns have been very aggressive.
I guess I'm gonna Arsenal this card, even though I want to say I'm not happy about it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna Arsenal it just
Yeah, I'll
because.
Arsenal as well. Pass it back.
Okay. What's this hand? This hand's actually pretty interesting.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna I'm gonna Lexi to flip a blue Bolton shot.
Oh well, yeah. Rain Razor it. Give it go again.
Um,
I don't know.
no, premeditate. You would go again.
Oh wow, nice.
Coming in for 5. Go again.
Yeah.
Ponder on hit. And Bolton shot because I have no arsenal. So Bolton shot is reasonable.
Yeah. So true. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't
Green
really
hand.
want the ponder, so I'm gonna block this
Well,
out.
you're not getting the
I
ponder.
don't
I'm getting
want
the
you
ponder.
to have the ponder. Uh, See, if I had the Foundry Heart still active, I could have blocked for 5.
Life is sweet, but it's also short.
Short and sweet. I'll block for 6 here. I'll give you 0 to 60 and blue T-bone.
Sure. Sounds reasonable. I am going to be using the. Do I want to use a tunic here? If I use the tunic, so there's 2 things I can do. I can use the tunic counter to Voltaire.
Mhm.
Um, I do have more arrows in my hand. So the first play I can do is essentially load a Bolton shot, give it go again, keep firing at you, and try to take 2 more cards out of your hand.
Mhm.
Now, I don't want to sit on tunic for too long because then you're just losing
You're
efficiency at
losing
that point. Like if
value.
you can use it to, yeah, if you can use it to have a more efficient turn, you should do it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'd like to save these other 2 cards for a bit of a different turn. However, I don't think I can really let off the gas in this matchup because otherwise you just gain a little bit too much board state, which I'm not super keen on.
That's fair. Yeah.
However, to be fair, all my cards are red. I had to load the stupid blue, and then
With
all
the
the
red.
reds were behind it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my other option
Too
is
bad.
pitching a red card to Voltaire.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, I'm kind of curious what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna tunic to Voltaire.
Do it.
Bolton shot, give it +1.
Okay.
This one's red, so it is coming in for 5
It's
once I
5.
fire it here.
Okay.
5 go.
Yeah.
Yep. Another 5. It is a ponder on hit. I have 2 cards in hand.
2 cards left. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty rough. You gave it +1, so yeah, I'll block for 6
Yeah,
here. I'll give you a Spark of Genius and a blue 0 to 60.
sure. Um, okay, so I have 1 left on the Voltaire.
Hmm.
Uh, it's not super efficient, but the thing is, I could pitch this Falcon Wing to load a Falcon Wing while
Mm.
giving it +1. And I'm gonna fire it. So the reason I'm doing this mainly is to trigger the premeditate, because the
Okay.
only way you get around this if there's a sync or a fate in Arsenal.
Yeah.
But I'm okay taking a sync or fate in that case.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna Falcon Wing. It technically has go again.
Yeah.
Not super relevant here. This is coming in for
It's for
4
4,
because
right?
I blocked it. Yeah.
I will take 4. No blocks.
Okay, so that's not a sync or fate. So that's good to know. Because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure you snap the sync and be like, hi, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So there's the ponder. End of turn for me. I'm just going to trigger the ponder. Pray to
Mhm.
God it's not another blue. It's not a blue, so I will happily arsenal anything that's not a blue. The blue Bolden shot actually ended up being okay because I literally drew premeditate.
Right,
Um,
right. It had to be
because without
buffed,
rain
and
razors,
like
yeah, I'm not gonna Snapdragon
no.
the Bolden shot. Okay, I'll draw four and over to you.
Yeah, I'll pass it back to you. I got nothing to do. I don't think I'll use um my charges on this little turn. I want to save
Fair
it.
enough. Okay, so Tunic on my turn. I want to flip this. I do want to flip this. I'll Lexi flipping up a Rained Razors.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know, right?
Showing me that means you
Indeed.
probably have something nice. Oh, I guess you want the extra arsenal with your Horizon, New Horizons.
Yes,
So yeah, I was like, if you're
that's
showing that
correct.
to me, you probably have three of a kind, but you might still actually have three of a kind. I don't know.
Um, well, yeah, I could see. I could. I'll show it just for like 1, 2, and then if I want to rain, I can always like have it sitting there so you don't know when it's coming.
Yeah,
Essentially,
yeah.
um, to force through some kind of on hit. I'm gonna pitch Codex to Voltaire. This
Mm.
one's Codex of Inertia. I haven't seen Frailty yet.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, Frailty. Hopefully, I sided them in. I loaded a yellow Bolden Shot, giving it +1.
Okay,
So two floating. Bolden Shot's coming in for 4 go again.
four
This
go
one's funny
again.
because if I do Rain Razors and it does hit, I get to use the Bolden Shot.
Yeah, I'm
Not super
gonna.
relevant, but if you double block, if you single block, it is relevant. If you double
Yeah,
block, it's not.
I think I'm just gonna try to give you six here just to cover the Rain Razor.
Yep, it's fair. I'll Voltaire again. Should really be using dice for this, but it's fine. Down to 1.
It's
Uh,
okay. I understand what the orientations mean. It's okay.
yeah. I'm gonna be loading Blue Drill Shot because I really want that last piece of armor.
Wow, just taking everything from me.
Um, I'm going to give it like all your cards block for 3. I think giving it +1 is kind of dumb, but I don't see what giving it go again's going to do because it's
Yeah.
pretty clear that I'm not going and doing anything else. So I'm gonna give it +1.
Okay.
Gonna be coming in for 3.
Three. Eh.
I have 1 card left in hand. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, technically speaking, I Rain Razor it, and then I could take a piece of equipment, right?
Yeah, you
Hey
could
man, I'm
take
just
Galvanic
saying.
Bender. You could, although I don't know if that's a good use of your of your Rain Razor.
No, no, it is not.
I'll just block for three. Meganetic Shockwave.
Yeah, all Arsenal.
Yeah.
Path.
I'm actually just
Sometimes you just
gonna.
gotta make them sweat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the card in my hand and pass to you.
You don't want to load. What is your Arsenal card? I'm shocked. Is it an
Yeah.
item? I'm actually like pretty convinced it's an item at this point. But if it was an item
Hmm.
and you kept a no because you blocked with like pitch card. That doesn't make sense to be an item either. So if it's not an item and it's not a 0 for 4, I actually have no idea what it is. Maybe another boost card, I guess. Well, we're gonna find
Could
out
be.
soon.
Could be. All
This
right.
hand is also super weird.
Yeah, I'm like gearing up for the Rain Razor. I know you have it. I kept like a more
Oh, I
defensive
have
card, I
it.
guess, in my hand. Didn't want to pitch it away.
Yeah,
And honestly, I
no,
think my
that's
win condition
fair.
is really just fatiguing you at this point. I don't think I can really outpace your damage.
Yeah, let's see what you're saying.
So like, I'll just keep the defensive card. I don't really need to have extra cards really, or to charge my last induction chamber right now.
That's fair. I'm going to pitch an infecting shot to um. Dun, 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 dun.
Hmm.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
I did have to give kind. You actually called me correctly.
Oh. Okay.
That was the card I arsenaled.
Gotcha.
Um, so luckily, Rain Raiders is an arsenal, so I don't have to
Yeah.
worry about playing it beforehand.
It's true.
I'm going to draw 3. I actually don't have a ton of arrows other than that blue
Ooh.
infecting
Please
shot.
whiff. I need a whiff right now.
I did not whiff.
Okay.
However, I drew 3 of a different card. So this shuffling definitely didn't go super swell for Eric here.
Hopefully it's not an arrow.
I'll
I
show
guess
you what that card.
it must be an arrow.
It's
Oh,
not
is
an
it all
arrow.
three of your codex of frailty?
It is all 3 of my codex.
Oh my god. That's so unfortunate.
It's fine. I'm gonna live with it. I have 6 cards in my hand. I really can't complain.
Yeah.
I will be playing Rain Razors. I'm not even gonna bluff it at this point.
Yeah, fair enough. I know it's coming out, so it's fine.
I'm just gonna be using these codex for pitch, honestly.
Oh, well, I
So
think
I'm
you
gonna
have to.
use 1 for Voltaire. I'm going to start with probably Heat Seeker.
Hmm.
I think it's Heat Seeker here. So Heat Seeker is the one where when it hits, I could put the at the beginning of my end phase, I could put the top card of my deck face up into Arsenal.
Okay.
So it goes very well with Ponder, which I could
Okay.
get with my 3 Codex of
Well,
Frailties.
you can't even play them, right? Because you can't play from hand.
Yeah, I know. That was the joke.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Um, so well, I had 1 Codex, but I
Yeah.
had it
Okay.
at the very beginning, so I drew the other 2, which is
Yeah.
just like very not fun. But so I'm gonna give this go again, and I'm gonna fire it. So this is gonna be coming in for 7 go again. If it hits, you know, I can do
Yeah.
things and
The
stuff.
top card and yeah. So I'm gonna be pitching um 3. So Purifier and a 0 to 64
It's
unmovable.
unmovable.
It is
Oh
unmovable.
my god.
Yeah.
Where's the remorseless when I need it? Oh my good god.
Yeah.
All right.
Although
You
I
covered
had
that
to
one up.
pitch 2 cards and I drew a non-blocking card, which was pretty bad. So
Yeah,
I'll be
that's
taking
fair.
some damage
Um,
probably.
Codex of Frailty number 1 is going to be pitched for the second full pair.
Hopefully you just keep one for your
Uh,
next turn at least.
uh, Infecting Shot. Honestly, I should have saved Heat Seeker for last, but you know what? I'm going to
Hmm.
keep this Infecting Shot. It's going to be Searing Shot. You didn't see
Hmm.
that Infecting Shot,
Okay.
by the way.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm going to be. Here's the question. So I have Searing and Infecting, clearly.
Hmm.
I've already pitched one. Now you have 2 cards left.
Yeah.
So like there's an argument to just be like you cannot use bullseye or snaps until you have endless arrow. Like there's an argument to be said that you
Right.
shouldn't be using it pre-endless.
Right.
However, this is my second rain and my second 3 of a kind.
Yeah. You're running out.
And and Codex of Frailty is good to push extra damage because it has go again. You just load another free arrow, right? However, I think at this point it is a little bit easier to just try to force more damage because you just don't have a ton of armor left.
Yeah. Oh, I have one.
So
I have a whole lot of one.
yeah, so you can essentially block like infecting shot, and
Yeah.
that's it. Um, and that's okay with me that you're blocking infecting shot, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to load the searing shot, and I'm going to give it go again, and I'm going to fire it for 6 go again.
It is 6 go again. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the one that lets you reload, right?
No, you lose a life though
Oh,
if it
it's
hits.
extra life. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of another red arrow that lets you reload. Um. Anyway.
You're thinking of Bolden shot.
There's another one. But anyway,
Oh,
it's
Path
from
and Helix.
Crucible. Oh, Path and Helix. That was it. Yeah.
Path and Helix. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I
You
had
drew this.
7 prepared for you, so I'll use Sink Below and High Speed Impact.
Sure.
So you could definitely
Um,
load and hit me for like 9 damage, I guess, with the
yeah.
Blood Rot, which is quite good.
Yeah, so the key is because I have 3 cards that you don't want know what my hand. My play essentially is to searing shot, give it go again, and then threaten the fact that I might have endless arrow in hand
Right.
because you
Okay.
haven't seen an endless arrow.
So I would
So
have
if I have
probably
endless
wanted to
arrow on
keep my
bullseye,
block just in case.
I would just get value off of it, right? I get to bullseye, the endless, but like I only get one thing of endless, right? Because it's so early. So I'd like play the endless with the bullseye bracer.
Mm.
It would hit, but I don't like I get it back to hand. I don't
You
get it
can't
back.
load
I
it,
don't have
right?
like a Bolden shot. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like a Bolden shot. If it was
Yeah.
Bolden shot or pathing, that would be a little bit different. In
Right.
this case, I'm still going to use bullseye bracers
Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of
to get another
damage.
load. Yeah, it's face down. Yeah,
I
well, face up
believe
against +1.
face up.
Yeah, face up against +1. Yeah.
Yeah, so
And then I'll be
8.
able
So it's 10. It's actually
to
10 damage. Yeah.
10 damage.
No, that's really good.
Yeah, because 5, 7, 8, and then there'll be a blood rot that
Yeah,
pretty much
which I
auto
can't
hits.
pay
Yeah.
for that. Yeah, so yeah, I'll just take the full 8 on that. I got nothing left for you.
17.
Was that
No, it's
25?
8. You're right. Yeah.
It is 8 for
Yeah,
now,
you're right.
but I'll take 2 more because I can't pay
Sorry.
for blood rot. So
The blood rot, sure.
yeah, I'll just take that right away.
Arsenal, one of my mystery cards that you definitely don't know what it is.
Yeah, all right, I'll pass to you.
It might be a card that I was unable to play. Can you imagine if I was able to play the codexes? Holy moly, my hand would be
Yeah,
fat.
yeah.
But that is life.
It's a little unlucky to draw
Okay,
them with
so
3 of a kind.
I mean, I've drawn triple inertia. I've drawn triple drill shot.
Yeah.
I've drawn triples this game. Because three of a
Three of
kind.
a kind.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Now my endless arrow comes. Of course. That's fine. I will
Well, I'm
flip
at
over the
15, so
codex of frailty.
I'm not doing a very good job at blocking you here. So I think every point of damage will matter.
Well, you're not wrong.
Although I'm at
I'll
15,
lo-
so
I'll
I don't know.
yeah. I'll load. So I'll do it and I'll load Bolton Shot. So essentially, I was checking to see if that was my last red Bolton Shot or not.
Okay.
It is not. I do have one more left in the deck, so I will give it +1 in fire.
All right.
For 5 go again.
Yeah.
Just 5 go again.
5 go again. Sounds good. I'll give you 6.
Oh, I know what I can do. I don't know if it's the correct play, so this is the line I'm going to go with here. So I'm actually going to load Infecting Shot Blue.
Okay.
This is for science. Infecting Shot Blue for go again.
Okay. So
Uh,
3 go again.
I'm then going to pitch my Endless Arrow.
Ooh.
I'm going to fire the go again.
Okay.
This is interesting.
Okay. So you're firing
This
this
is 3
3 go
go
again. What's in hand right
Yes.
now? Nothing?
Nothing. I found a way to play Codex
Uh, Codex. So it is
and
3
save
go again.
endless.
So you Codex, draw a
But
card. Yeah. Oh, you're
that's the thing,
free arrow.
because then if I play Codex, I get the free 0 cost arrow. So you have to worry about, do I block a card?
Mhm.
But then you'll definitely have to discard a card because of Codex. So then you'll have to
Yeah.
just take whatever I have to the face. Or do you take Infecting Shot, but then you're taking 5 off of blue because it's a Blood Rot?
Yeah. It's quite bad. Um. Okay.
I think this is the line.
Yeah. You're putting me in a tough spot. I think I'm just gonna block this.
Sure.
Now the cards you
Just for
can
3.
take. Yeah. So cards you can take though.
Searing, Bolton,
Yeah. You probably want like a bigger
Shot.
arrow. Oh, probably Drill Shot in that case. No Remorseless. Or I guess you can't pay for it.
I can with the Tunic.
Oh.
Remorseless,
Although I have no cards left
Infecting
after
Shot
this,
Red.
so you probably don't really
Mhm.
want Remorseless. But it is 5 damage.
Heat Seeker real good right now.
Oh, yeah, Heat Seeker. Well,
Because I'm going to get a Ponder off my Codex.
regardless, because of the discard, I cannot fully block your next arrow. So I'm just going to be blocking anyway with blue Magnetic here.
Sure. I will play Codex of Frailty. So you will get a Frailty. It's not going to do a hell of a lot, but
Yeah.
um,
Frailty. There it is.
I will get a Ponder.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to
So
grab yourself a
I am
nice attack
grabbing,
action. From the grave. That's so awkward. I guess a 0 to 60 would be your best bet if you have one.
Yeah.
Like a 0 for 4.
Yeah, it's a 0 for 4. I'll just take that.
Because at least you could block with your hand and come back for 4. It's not that bad.
Yeah. Well, I have to discard, right?
Yeah, your last card.
Yeah. So it's
Your card in hand.
reinforce the line.
Reinforce the line. Reinforce the line. Interesting. Yeah, you would have been. Yeah, there's no way to play around that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Codex,
Unless
and then I will use my Tunic.
I guess I could have reinforced the line on one of the earlier blocks or the earlier block, and then I'm overblocking by a lot, and it's I would have had 2 blocking cards into this.
I came in for 5, 5, and 3, so like
yeah,
you could block 7 on my 5, I guess.
yeah, it's a little more awkward. Yeah, but it's hard to
so this is
predict that.
coming in.
I guess I should have
This is
known
coming in for
maybe
5.
that you were gonna frailty. Yeah,
It was face up.
I can't block that. So yeah, it was face up. I'll take 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 2 triggers here. I have Heat Seeker and I have Ponder. They're both at the beginning of your end phase, at the beginning of your end phase. So because they're both at the beginning of your end phase, yeah. So Heat Seeker. Well, I'll trigger Heat Seeker first. There's a blue sedation shot.
Okay.
First.
Well, it's an extra card.
Ponder trigger.
I mean, it's either that or not getting it, so I guess it's fine. But then you have to be careful because how do you get it out of Arsenal? You can't give it go again, so it has to be your turn ender.
I have snaps.
Sure. Okay, yeah, that's true.
I'm not gonna Arsenal the second card.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. So yeah, I mean, everything's gonna trigger. Frailty's gonna activate. It doesn't really matter because I have nothing to do on my turn, so I'll just pass it. I mean, I don't really want a 0 to 60.
You can if you want. I'll take 4.
Like exactly right. Like I think I want to keep it. Like there's no real point to me attacking right now for 4, especially because I'm not. Like I'd rather have 5 cards than 4, so I'm just gonna pass to you.
Sure. Elucidation shot. You know what's behind it? Three really good red cards. All right. So,
Nice.
oh,
Well, at least you can
let's.
Voltaire them.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Yikes.
Uh, so I am going to pitch Heatseeker. to- Holy moly! To do what exactly?
Ooh.
Voltaire a searing shot? Giving it a go again?
Oh man.
Uh, I'm going to searing shot you for four go again.
All right. Well, now's probably the time to use my armor. Um. Okay. Here is a yellow zipper hit and galvanic bender for 4.
You hit Galvanic Bender. Fair enough. Um, what do I do here? So my hand's all red, unfortunately, because this was my blue.
Yikes.
Um,
Okay.
so what I can do is I could pitch the red to load Voltaire, which would do nothing essentially. Or I could just literally pitch the sedation. But the key is, what do I pitch the sedation? I could pitch another arrow. I'm actually gonna pitch three of a kind because I don't think I need it at the moment.
Okay.
And it would literally just be arsenaling three of a kinds, which is not generally the best case scenario.
Yeah.
You generally want to have an arrow already in the arsenal for three of a kind, or a bunch of bolden shots, which I don't have a ton of bolden shots left, so I'm not like super keen on doing that. So I'm gonna fire the sedation here.
Yep. For
For three.
that's 3. Okay. Yep. Here's a red 0 to 60.
Sure. I'll arsenal pass.
All right.
Yeah. Could be wrong. Could be like always do
Always
three of a
just
kind in
blast
arsenal.
the gas.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the gas. But you're at 10, so I think I can afford
You
to
can
slow down a
afford
bit.
to like set up a pitch stack a little bit with 3 of a kind, I think.
Yep.
I'm just gonna pitch Techlo Core to charge chamber and play out a purifier. I'll pass to you. I had 2 non-blocking
Wow.
cards there.
Imagine if I actually had a hand.
Yeah, I know. Like I would have
Well,
been
but
dead.
imagine if that blue sedation shot was in my hand. Yeah. Fuck.
I would have
Alright.
likely just died there. Yeah. All
I
right.
will Lexi flipping a heat seeker. So I had double heat seeker in hand.
Whew.
Um, I guess I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pitch the red falcon wing to fire. I'm actually gonna pitch the bolt shot to load the falcon wing. So the reason I'm doing this, not the other way around, for the one extra damage, is I already have an arsenal card. So the bolt and shot effect is useless. So I want to save the bolt and shot because I know I stacked three of a kind with a heat seeker.
Yeah.
And guess what? Bolt and shot's a very good arrow to draw with three of a kind. And so I
Yeah.
already know if I somehow do get the stack for some odd reason, at least I know that stack's gonna be lethal, right?
Yep.
And I already have go again on Falcon Wing, so I can give it +1, and it comes in for 4. So it's still 4 go again, which is the same as 5 go again in this particular case. So 4 go again.
Sounds good. I'll use the sync below on that. I'll just block for
Yeah.
4, and I'll sync. Let me see. Do I want to sync this? Yeah, I likely do want to sync this.
Sure.
Draw. All right.
I will pitch Infecting Shot to fire Heat Seeker for 5.
For
If
5.
it hits, I could put the top card in Arsenal.
Yeah. I'll block 6.
Sounds good. Arsenal pass.
All right. I'm gonna fire the 0 to 60 for 4.
Get a boost?
I'm not gonna boost it.
I'm not gonna boost it. Come on, Rob. Live a little
No.
or a lot. Yeah, I'll say 4.
That sounds good. I'm an Arsenal.
Tuning on 3. Lexi flip. Endless arrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I will Voltaire pitching Sedation Shot. So it's 1 on you, 2 on you, and you have an Arsenal card, so I'm gonna Remorseless. Give it go again.
Well,
You can yawn all you like. It's still
Yeah.
coming at you for 5 go again.
uh,
1 floating, 2 in hand, 1 Arsenal.
1 floating, 2 in hand, 1 Arsenal. Okay.
So if that's a D react on Arsenal. Very happy. Very happy boy.
I will be blocking for 6 here.
Blocking for 6.
Mm-hmm.
What do I want to do? So my hand is, so I have one floating, I have Tunic up, so I can pay to Voltaire and then fire. Yeah, it's actually pretty reasonable.
Mm.
I'm gonna rain razors. Buff it by 2.
Ah, yep. So I'll take 1 in this case.
Yep.
All right.
Take 1. It did hit, so whenever you play an action card, you lose a life.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna Voltaire again,
Mm-hmm.
loading yet another remorseless.
Stacking
I really don't want you to
remorseless.
do
Damn.
anything.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, right?
I will tunic and remorseless again for sorry, go again. I don't know if I actually said that out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously go again for obvious purposes.
Yep.
Coming in for 7, go again.
Ooh. Well, I'm gonna be blocking here for 3 and taking 4. Yeah,
Now
no,
your first action is you're gonna
I
take
know. I'm not
your
playing any
deck.
actions. Don't worry.
Endless arrow for 6.
Yeah, I'll pitch for unmovable on that.
So you did have unmovable.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Good thing you had remorseless. Although I was saving that for endless arrow regardless. I think.
That's fair.
Although you can't load it
Okay.
anyway because you have no bracers, but still a good card to block. And I have nothing to play, so remorseless is kind of, it's just face damage. It's not really gonna matter.
True.
Okay, I pass to you.
Sounds good.
This is quite bad. I'm at 5, and you still have a 3 of a kind left, so I don't really know
I do.
if there's
I'm
that
actually
much
gonna
hope.
use. I don't think I need to use this card. I'm gonna use it for science because I have a
Okay.
shit ton of blues in my hand. I'm gonna pitch
Hmm.
3 to Quiver of the Rustling
All right, let's
Leaves.
see
So
what you
what
get.
Quiver does, reveal the top card. If it's an arrow, put it face up and destroy Quiver of Rustling Leaves.
All right, what do you get?
Am I a god? Wait, I don't know what that was.
Oh,
Blue
pathing.
Pathing Helix.
Well, it's a pathing helix.
Do I have to? I do have to. All right.
Oh,
I'm not high
womp
rolling this game at
womp.
all.
Oh
I guess it
man,
is what it is.
it's pretty funny though.
Yeah, super funny. Okay, well, I'll pitch a second drill shot, I guess.
Yeah.
Voltaire, loading a blue series
Oh my
shot.
goodness. What are you
Um,
doing to me?
I didn't even pitch these. They just came together. I'll give it a go again, I guess.
Yeah. How
Uh,
much is that?
2. I have 2 floating also.
All right. Here's high octane.
All right. You know what? Command and conquer.
Ah. Oh no.
You have no arsenal, and I don't care. You know why?
It's funny.
Because
It's,
I'm not gonna fire Blue Pathic Helix and Arsenal Command and Conquer.
I literally can't block it anyway. I take 3.
Oh, maybe I should have Pathing Helix. Holy shit! Do you have 2 items in hand?
I
Oh,
do. I drew 2
did I
items. Yeah.
misplay?
Well,
Is
if
that really a misplay there?
well no, because if you pathing helix, I block it with 1 card and I still have 2 cards and I don't take damage, right? Like you don't have go again. Unless you
I'd have to snaps for that
you
play,
you
which
would have
is
won.
super.
If you snaps, you would have won, but you wouldn't have known that these 2 cards were non-blocking. So it's a crazy
Yep,
play to do. Like you wouldn't have known.
yep.
Well,
All right, over to you.
I'll pitch
Items.
Teklo Core. I drew 2 Teklo Cores.
Nice.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start putting on some damage, I guess. I'll
Get up.
I'll load the purifier
Yep.
and pop it. Okay, pistol for 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. All right. Charge pistol. 1 floating. Fire again for 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Load the last charge on pistol. Fire for 3.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's
Oh,
actually
that
a
was
mistake.
piercing.
I'm sorry, that's a mistake because I have Teklo Core. I will not fire the pistol. My bad. I'm just
Plus
on
1,
I'm
2, 3.
autopilot right now. I'm gonna play the Teklo Heart.
Got it.
Teklo
Got
Core,
it.
I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Little pounder. The new
Teklo.
item that we're gonna spoil in the next set. No, I'm just kidding. Don't. I'm not. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Everyone who's watching that, I'm kidding. That's not. That's not correct.
Or is he? All right. I'll pass to you.
All right. I loaded Tunic. This is clearly a game of me not shuffling because I have another 3 blue arrows and I had triple pathing helix in a row. So as you can see, for anyone watching,
I have a lucky
please shuffle
break.
your deck before the game.
Lucky
Please
break
shuffle
for
your
me, honestly.
You want to see this hand?
Sure.
Triple blue, another blue searing, and another CNC.
Holy
So we
shit.
can tell that shuffling is actually just a skill that you need to obtain.
Yeah. It's gotta
um,
go. Yeah, just gamble a bit or go to a casino.
I'm gonna pitch to Voltaire. Searing shot go. You know what's funny? You're at two, so these are all lethal.
I know. Well,
Two go
I
again.
gotta block it. Yeah.
Two go again.
Here's Spark of Genius. You know what? Take that, Spark of Genius.
Loading the path of Helix. Go again. Two.
And if I draw an item ever, I just lose. All right, I'll block three.
Sure. Should I have just like CNC'd you?
Uh,
Nah, right? I don't think so.
uh,
These are all just lethal. You have no arsenal either, so I'm just gonna pathing Helix again for
yeah.
two.
Here's High Octane.
Arsenal pass.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm just gonna fire a bunch of stuff at you. So, Technical Core will activate. I'll spend two, one on Chamber, one on Purifier. I'll pop the Purifier, and I'll fire a pistol for three.
One, two, three.
All right. You're probably just taking everything. I'm gonna be pitching a blue throttle, and I'll spend two, one on Chamber, one on pistol, and fire a pistol for three.
Yep.
All right, and I'll just fire the last pistol for three.
Down to 13.
I'm
Not 12.
I'm coming back. The comeback. All right, that stays. I'll pass
Well,
two.
when I get like nine blues and two CNCs in a row, things are happening.
Yeah, not much you can do about that. But I know that you have a three of a kind, and it's going to be pretty ugly once you get it.
That three of a kind has bolt and shot,
Searing.
heat seeker,
Heat
endless
seeker,
arrow. I
sorry.
think.
Oh,
I think it
okay.
has
I
endless
didn't
arrow.
see the endless arrow, but that's pretty
'Cause I
bad.
pitched the endless arrow to get the infecting for the codex play.
You did do that. Yeah, that's true.
That three of a kind is going to be nuts, but I'm going to try to get there beforehand.
Yeah.
I'm going to Lexi to flip up my commanding copy.
Okay.
Pitch sedation for Voltaire. I guess bolt and shot, give it +1, so it's coming in for four go again. I have two floating.
Yep. Sink below.
Oh yeah, get that out before.
Yeah, I know.
CNC.
Yes, my chance to play it. All right.
Oh,
Actually, I'll put it here. I almost put it in my pitch zone. All right.
what do I do? I just do this, and then what? No, you know what? CNC for 6.
Here's six.
Sure.
Oh, that's funny.
Arsenal pass.
All right, Technical Core. Technical Core is doing some work actually. It's letting me actually attack.
Two things.
Yeah. I'll spend two. One on the Purifier. One on pistol. Actually, I'm one resource short now. It's too bad. All right, pop the Purifier. Pitch three. Load. Oh, I'll just load both chambers, I guess. One floating, and I'll fire for three.
2, 3.
Chamber. Spend one pistol. Three more.
Yep.
That's all I could do. All right.
All right, let's try to kill him, boys.
You drew three of a kind?
No, but I have arrows at least.
Okay. Give me a movable, please.
Well, you're not gonna like that because I'm gonna Lexi flip my third CNC in a row because
Oh.
again I didn't shuffle. So you should have known this was coming. You should have known that I have.
Yeah. Whenever I see a single card, I should know there's two more right behind it.
There is because I have two more Bolden shots that are both blue.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna pitch Bolden shot to Voltaire,
Okay.
and I'm gonna Voltaire something, something another.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Teclocoros. I should have played them earlier. I think I had one earlier that I pitched away.
That's okay. I accept.
Live and learn.
This is gonna be Bolden shot. It doesn't really. These all come in for three, so it's kind of a moot point here.
Yeah.
But, three go again.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well give it the buff.
Yep.
You don't really know what I'm running. Maybe I have Tomb of Fiandel. Blocks for two.
Maybe you do.
I don't. I'm gonna block for three. Zipper hit.
Sure. I will tear again.
Mm.
Here we go. Load endless arrow.
Oh no.
Give it go again.
Oh shoot.
Or
For
go again.
four?
Swiggity swiggity. I'm coming for that booty.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to do it this way. I'll block for three, take one, give it back to you.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, you can't load it.
I cannot load it. I will pitch a blue infecting shot to command and
Yeah.
conquer.
Here's six. All right.
Oh, Arsenal mystery card.
Mystery card A. All right. Oops.
Well, I'm like, okay, well, either you die or I get endless AR back.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I had to give it back to you. I'll pass it back to you. Nothing to do.
Yep.
Oh man, my deck is actually really thin right now. You might be fatiguing me. Well, I mean, I'll die before I fatigue, but I have 6 cards left.
I have a lot more than 6.
Yeah.
Lexi flip. Let's do pitch to load Falcon Wing. Give it +1. Fire for 4 go again.
Now the fours are really annoying. Uh,
I bet.
I'll block for 6. I wish I had armor.
Block for 6. I wish I had armor. That is not how you play the game. I'll load Voltaire again. Infecting shot. So I have 1 floating. I'll fire infecting shot for 3 go again. So
Oh,
I
it's
have
a
no
blue.
floating left.
Yeah, I'll block for 3.
Sure. I will endless arrow for 4.
It's an item. I can't block. Either way, I don't have a 4 blocks.
Well, if you
Feel
block, it
sink below.
snaps. And then
Oh.
I Codex of Inertia.
Oh my
So
god.
I get this card, which
Yeah.
is Codex of Frailty. So I Codex of Frailty, and I get a 1-cost arrow and finish the game.
Very nice.
Essentially.
Actually, I was pretty doomed though. The last 6 cards I have, 3 of them were non-blocking.
This should not have taken this long. Why? Where is the? Oh, 3 of a kind's literally next turn.
Okay.
It's the second. It's the second endless arrow, or like the third endless arrow. Another Codex, 3 of a kind. Heat Seeker, Bolton Shot, Infecting Shot. So that was the stack.
Very nice.
So I was playing Oldham. I'm doing good, but
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was something. I'm surprised I got you to 7. Honestly, I didn't think I'd be that close. But if you give me one more turn to maybe attack you, you'd have had to start blocking. I guess there's
yeah, I think
that silver lining.
you maybe just chalk it up to variance there. I think that was a
Yeah,
particularly low variance Lexi
it
game
was
where
quite
I was
bad.
just
Eh?
like,
Yeah.
yeah, well, high variance in that like
Hi.
my CNCs and blues were literally just a stack at the bottom of my deck.
Yeah.
Drawing the triple inertia and the triple codexes off 3 of a kinds is quite funny also.
That's true. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that was pretty
so
unlucky.
like, yeah, no, well, it's not a matter of unlucky or not, and then always getting the blue arrow off the heat seeker, that was unlucky because then I had 4 reds after it.
Yeah.
So like, because you saw my hand, so I think I pretty much in true Eric fashion, I hit almost every obstacle I could. But
Every
it just kind of
roadblock.
goes to show you, goes to show you that Lexi is that powerful that even Eric can figure out a way to.
Yeah.
And then Quiver got me a blue also, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Quiver got me a
You
blue
pitched
also.
a blue,
Yeah.
it's
So
a
you
load
see,
of blue. Perfect.
yeah, because all the blues were literally because you saw what I was pitching early game. Not a lot of blues. They didn't even come up yet. The blues were under the 3 of a kind, right?
Yeah, I mean, so like, what makes this like fuseless deck that good? Like, because you would assume that an elemental hero would want to use elements, right? Like, I wonder why. I guess it's
Yeah.
just Voltaire, right? It's just like Voltaire plus a lot of fuseless cards just make a really good deck.
Yeah, I think the codexes also are still fairly good. The thing is, they can be clunky, but they provide such good value, like the inertias and the frailties, and even blood rot to some extent, which isn't in this particular list, but still a good card. Specifically, the frailty is just letting you go because I was able to frailty in a heat seeker,
Yeah,
to get
Yeah.
hypothetically should have been a red card. Like in all honesty, I should have been better card than a blue, right?
right.
And then get ponders off premeditate. One of them was rain razors
Oh yeah,
off a ponder. But like you're able to string together such good efficient value off Lexi cards that
Yeah.
I'm really taking two of your cards, and you saw like you were at 6 cards. I'm taking 2 of your cards for every one of my arrows because
Right.
otherwise you're leaking a lot of damage.
so it's really
And
just
I just have to wait for
it's just a wild,
um,
a wide style of ranger, really.
yeah.
Plus the
You're
good
going
tools that
wide.
you got from outsiders. So it's using
Yeah,
those
but
tools, but in a wide deck.
you're going even more wide, right? Because what you can do with the codexes are pretty disgusting, right? Because you
Yeah.
can extend your line quite a bit when you have no cards in hand, and you go like go again.
Yeah.
You have an arrow, and you go again, and you have an arrow. Let's say it's endless arrow, and then you snaps it regardless.
Right.
and then you codex, and you can codex another endless arrow, and you can get that endless arrow fired, and then bracers the second
Bracers.
endless.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it allows you to like play around the I'll just wait and block the endless arrow. It's like
Mm,
you could actually get the second one now that you have Codex of
right.
Frailty. So you could do some really like quite discuss like the line I described is actually not that uncommon.
Mm,
And it kind of like rewards you picking and choosing your spots, like trying to get at least one of those arrows
yeah.
in your grave, so that when you frailty, you have a nice choice of arrows. And if I had Tunic up, so I grabbed Heat Seeker, I could have grabbed Searing Shot, which would have been coming in for 6. Heat Seeker came in for 7 with the thing. I think the I grabbed Infecting Shot at one point, and that came in for effective 10, right?
Yeah, I
Because that
couldn't
was
block at all.
I
It
bulls.
was you bullseye
Yeah, because I was
bullseyed it.
able
Yeah,
to bullseye the brace.
seven
Yeah, I was
plus
able
one
to
plus
bullseye
two.
it.
That's
Yeah,
quite
and
good.
affecting shot's a new arrow that doesn't usually play in the fuseless, right? You don't usually
Right.
have space,
That's
so
a good
but
point.
you're able to play it and get immense value. So if they're blocking, and then you get it, and then you go again the second arrow, and you didn't know they're going to do that, and then you bullseye
Yeah.
the last big arrow. It could
Yeah.
be endless, could be whatever, right? You get such good value off a common piece of equipment combined with like frailties and snaps. So I
Hmm.
think it's that disruption hurts, obviously, but I think Lexi always has a way to like get back into the game. Again, consistency. Like you're gonna want to shuffle that deck. You're gonna want to shuffle it good. But
Yeah. Pile shuffle,
other than
riffle
yeah,
shuffle, do everything.
yeah, do everything you can here. But I think Lexi's power level is quite high. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised to see quite a bit of Lexi in the future events here. But
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Good deck.
I don't know how Dash overcomes this matchup.
It's
It seems
pretty
kind of
bad.
Lexi favored. Yeah, I mean, I don't
Yeah.
think you have enough defensive too. I think you have to play a lot more defensive.
Yeah, like
Your
the
deck
deck
has to play a
has
lot
to
more
be,
defensive.
yeah, it has to be geared towards that playstyle because this deck is mid range. You have both sides that you can do, but you can't do both well. Like it's not a full boost deck, it's not a full defense deck. So I'm playing kind of jack of all trades, master of none a little bit. It would be nice to lean into one strategy, maybe just full defensive package, but I probably shouldn't have played any items if I'm being honest. If I'm going full fatigue, I take out
Mhm.
the items, put only blocking cards, and probably some more D reacts if I could. I'm not even running the Fate for Scenes in this deck, so
Yeah.
I would definitely want those against Lexi as well. And I guess that's it. There are like some more defensive things you can do, but I think that's the extent of what Dash used to do anyway. Just all
Mhm.
the D reacts you can think of. Even yellow and movables were played, and just a lot more blues in the deck. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of
That was
what it is
fair.
right now. But Dash can't really do that. I think, in all fairness, there are too many matchups where you really do need to be more aggressive. So it's a tough spot for sure.
Yep. No, I totally agree. Appreciate everyone for watching. If you like this kind of content, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And for wherever you're watching in the world, have a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Bye for now.